So hi guys, and welcome to this HiiT workout for anyone with a knee injury. Now this isn't going to be appropriate immediately after knee surgery or with a big, swollen, extremely painful knee, but during your recovery you will get to a point where you're able to walk around relatively easily, perhaps with crutches, but it's always best to check with your physiotherapist or your doctor if a workout like this is appropriate for you. So I've tried to come with five different HiiT exercises that's going to get your heart and lungs working, but isn't going to put any pressure on your knee. It's very hard to warm up when you can't run on the spot and you can't do lots of squats to warm up or walk on a treadmill or something like that, but I want you to make sure that you are not just fresh straight out of bed or just having been sitting on the sofa and your body's stiff. So make sure that you've been moving around a little bit and you're ready to go. I'm going to warm you up through the workout. So we're going to start with the slightly easier ones and move on to the harder ones towards the end where you perhaps could have done with a little bit of a warm-up for. So it's 5 different exercises, 30 seconds of each, and we're going to do a little bit of stretching and something conditioning for the knee in between each exercise. And we're going to repeat each exercise 3 times, but basically just follow me. I've got my watch on, I'm going to talk you through the 30 seconds and just work with me. So first of all, we're going to be standing. Feet hip width apart. Make sure your knees are just a little bit soft, and that's going to help you to control that little bit of range through your knee, which is something that's lost quite significantly usually. So knees just a little bit soft, bottom tucked under, tummy in, shoulders down, and we're going to be doing some punches like this. So you're having to stabilize around your middle and we're working around the arms. So it's going to be 30 seconds. Assume your position. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Punching. My watch started. Good. Punching, punching, punching. Good. Squeezing in the tummy. Provide that stop with the arms. So it's not a free movement, it's a stop. It's a stop. Good. So pulling round and punching. 30 seconds of this. Good. Keep going. And stop. That's your 30 seconds. Put your hands on your hips. And as promised, we're going to be doing 30 seconds of an exercise in between. Good, I'm just getting messages through here. So we've got 30 seconds and we're just rocking from side to side. You squeeze your thigh, squeeze your glute, squeeze in your tummy, drop the shoulders down. So kind of working on your posture in between. Drawing in, taking the weight from side to side onto one glute and then the other. Good. And we're ready to go with the punches again. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Punch. Good. Drawing in the tummy. Good. Keep working nice and strong. Strong planted through the feet. Lift up the arches. Keep the thighs nice and strong and tense. Keep your weight through the middle of your feet. Good. And you can go a little bit faster with these. Brilliant. And 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Stop there. Again, taking the weight from side to side, drawing in your tummy, keep the shoulders down, squeezing through one glute and the other, tensing through the thigh. This is a good exercise to do anyway after you've had a bit of a hard time with that knee. Taking the weight through one heel and the other, so taking the weight back a little bit. Good. On the third one of this exercise, we're going to do uppercuts, uppercuts, and then forwards, forwards, uppercuts, uppercut, forwards, forwards. You could also use hand weights for this, just to let you know, if you wanted to rewind and start this exercise again, you could use little hand weights in your hands to make it a little bit harder. So we've got 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Uppercut, uppercut, forwards, forwards, uppercut, uppercut. Good. Nice and fast. Hand weights if you want. Good. Makes your whole body work if you try and keep the whole body as strong and as still as you can during this exercise. Good. Forwards, forwards, brilliant. 30 seconds, nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. All right, lovely stuff. So we're going to be coming down onto the floor and we're going to be doing a plank. Okay, so however you need to get down onto the floor, whichever knee is injured, you may need to lower yourself down so you don't bend that knee too far, and then coming forwards onto your elbows. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to get yourselves there with that leg. And if you need to, in this plank position, you can prop the injured leg on top of the other leg. So if your left leg is injured, come onto your toes of the other leg and prop that one on the floor. Now, if you are at that stage of your knee recovery, then you can have both feet there. But what we're going to be doing with this plank is coming up onto the hands and then coming back down onto the elbows. So fantastic plank exercise. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Up, up, down, down. Tummy strong. Good. Working through your abs, working through your glutes, obviously working through your arms. Good. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Now then, if we can, let's hold our plank in between. So it's a little bit tough. You can come down onto your knees if you're finding that a little bit hard. Obviously with a knee injury that might not be so easy. Keep that leg up. So we've got 30 seconds here. Good. So it's quite a long plank in total. We're going to do our 30 seconds of the plank exercise, and then we're going to do the static hold in between. 15 seconds to go. Protect that leg. If you do have a brace, wear it for this workout. 5 seconds to go. Good. All right, so we've got 30 seconds going up and down. Off we go. Good. I promised you I'm going to be able to work you hard even with that knee injury, right? Of course, it's got to be a lot of upper body and abs work, hasn't it? Can't do a lot of quads, but we can do glutes. 5 seconds to go. Good. Now then, holding that plank in between. Off we go. You can just rest and stretch out. If you've lost a lot of your confidence and a lot of your fitness during this time of knee injury, you could rest in between here, but I want to give some of you the option of doing the plank in between. You could be up on the hands in the plank, but I want to give some of you the option to work really hard and others the option of easing in. Okay, so that's 30 seconds there. We're going to start with the actual exercise again. Up, up, down, down. Take your time on these. Pause it for a little bit more rest if you have to. Already halfway through this rep. That's good. 10 to go. Three, 2, 1. Brilliant. So always protecting that knee, even on the rest time. Cool. So we're not going to be able to do our press-ups next. We're not going to be able to do our other plank exercise next. So what we're going to do is a glute one. Now then, this is going to depend on how that knee is. The full exercise is here. Okay, now that might not be fantastic on that leg or on the top leg. So these are your options. You can keep your hip down, keep everything pointing forwards, and just really strong, bringing the elbow in to the knee. You can obviously be up like I just demonstrated. Now, obviously that knee is going to be bending and straightening there. So what I want you to do is go up and down. Otherwise, so you've got some different options there. They're all side glute options that are quite difficult. Another option, up and down on this hip here. So let's go. I'm going to demonstrate the full option. I'm going to remind you of the others as we go along, or maybe you need to rewind it to just remind you of the other options. This is difficult with a knee injury, of course. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So you can have that hip up. you can have that hip down. You can keep the top leg straight and go up and down on the hip. You can stay up and go up and down with the leg. Good. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying down here. Now I'm hoping that most of you can bend your knees enough to be able to do a clam exercise in between. If you can't, if your leg has to be straight, you can do a straight leg lift here. But it's a nice, relatively calm exercise in between, drawing in your tummy. Good. And it's just 30 seconds of this. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Coming around to the other side. Obviously that needs you to take your time. Good. So you have your different options, and I'm hoping that you've figured out which one is best for you. Good. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Hip up, knee to elbow. If that knee needs to stay straight, up and down with the hip. Good. If you can't balance on that side, keep the hip down. But keep going. Whatever you do, just keep moving. There will be asymmetries during this recovery from this knee surgery or knee injury. We've just got to keep them as minimal as possible. Good. More clams on this side. Tuck that bottom hip back, tuck your bottom under, lifting your top knee. Good. Beautiful sun today. I just saw the sun come out and the rain stop for a few minutes. My kids are amused. They're homeschooling at the moment because of COVID-19. One's on a call with Nanny. The other one's on a house party. Call with his friend. Good, so stop there. 15 seconds each side. So your chosen exercise, and it's going to be 15 seconds each side. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good. Squeezing in your tummy. Great. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to pause. Obviously you need that little bit of time to come around to the other side, and off we go. Remember to pick the safe one for you. I don't want any knee pain during this. Obviously stop if you do have, or you feel like it's going to irritate it. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. All right, we are going to come around. So this is the 4th exercise of our 5 exercises. You are over the hump. So we're going to do an abs exercise. So the full one is going to be here. Now if you can bend and straighten that knee comfortably and hold your legs up, then fantastic, that one is for you. If you can't, I need both legs down, and you're still going to be rotating and doing that part with the upper body. If you want your legs up on a chair, then fantastic. If you want one leg holding the other leg up, then fantastic as well. So there's so many different ways of doing this, but what we do need to do is a nice intensive set of abs for 30 seconds. So I'm going to do the exercise where you're holding the leg up here, and I'm going to do the rotations of the upper body. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good. So you've got to keep your body strong, very difficult without stretching one leg out at a time. But the elbow is not coming across the body. They're staying out and you're leading with the rib. Very difficult without stretching the legs out. Come a little bit further into that crunch. Good. Stop there. Now the in-between exercise is just slow, plain crunches. So what we're going to end up doing is 2.5 minutes of quite intensive abdominal workout. and you're holding that leg up with the other one, or both feet are on the floor, of course, and that leg can potentially be out straight if that's how you're having to do things at the moment. Good. 3, 2, 1. Now then, get your legs up, supported, and off we go. In that nice high crunch, rotating, and you get yourself into a little bit of a rhythm here. Squeezing in through that tummy. Nice fast rotations. This is slowing down for me, finding them hard. Good. Nearly the end of that 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Legs down or keep them up, just you decide. Slow crunches for 30 seconds in between. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. We've got one more of these and then one more exercise to go. Good. 3, 2, 1. Great. So assume your comfortable position with that knee to do these fast crunches. 3, hang on, give me a timer. Good, and off we go. Rotating through the body. Nice and high in the crunch, that means you can rotate a bit easier. Squeeze in that lower tummy. Try not to just pull across with the elbow. Oh, these are hard, especially the higher up you go in the crunch, so crunch as far as you can and rotate the body. It stabilizes you as well. Good. 3, 2, 1. Nice one. All right. We are going to be trying to do some press-ups now then. So if you've got a straight knee that you can't do a lot with, you're going to be doing some press-ups like this with that leg propped on top of the other. That's going to be difficult if you can't do a full press-up. So it could be that you have one knee down and the other leg out to the side, out behind you, like so. So that's your half press-up in that case. If you can put both knees down to the floor and that's your preferred position, then do that. So there's a few options there. Full press-up, that leg supported. Full press-up without it supported, of course. One knee down on the floor, other leg out to the side. So I'm going to do these ones. I think the majority of you are going to be in this kind of position. So we're going to do 5 sets of 30 seconds of these. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. Squeeze through your tummy, angling forwards on that knee. Keep your head up in line. Keeping your tummy strong. Good. How long have we got? Good. And stop. Now we're going to be on our fronts here. Arms down by your sides. And then you're going to be lifting the shoulders, hands, hands, shoulders. Shoulders, hands, hands, shoulders. Keep breathing. Keep your bottom tucked under. Head hovered if you want to. I'm in a slightly awkward position here because I've got a microphone on my front. I'm actually going to take that out. Good. Much easier. And then I can actually concentrate on what the shoulders are doing and demonstrate for you guys properly. Good. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. So we've got 30 seconds and you're going to be up in your preferred position. Squeeze in your tummy. Off we go. Good. Head up in line. You're going to be done with this workout in about 25 minutes from beginning to end. It's not bad. Good. 10 seconds to go. Going as low as you can. I was stopping myself there. 3, 2, 1. That does make those press-ups a little bit harder with one leg out straight. It's a good halfway house between both knees on the floor and both knees off the floor. Okay, so as promised, we're going to do a few exercises for that knee in between. So bending and straightening, so important to get those hamstrings working. So you might want to start it on your good leg. If you're not able to do this, I just want you to tense and squeeze the glute perhaps. Good. 3, 2, 1, and then the other leg. If you started on your bad leg, do your good leg. If you started on your good leg, like I said, a little bit too late, then do your other one. Good. 3, 2, 1, and the last exercise, the sun's come out for the last one. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so one leg out, your bad leg out, your good leg on the floor. Great halfway house between knees down press-ups and full press-ups. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Watch is just telling me to breathe. Clearly too much talking. Go away. Hopefully my timer's still working. Yes, it is. We're halfway through. Keeping your head up. 3, 2, 1. Don't know why I did those press-ups quite so fast. Usually do them a lot slower, but well done. So if your knee is in that kind of position where you can stretch your quads, then get hold of the leg and pull that foot towards your bum. If it's not, take it as far as you can and use the other leg to help it to stretch. Good role play today, pretending I've got a knee injury. I did film a foot workout when I did actually have a foot injury. I thought of putting a knee brace on today, but I didn't have one. I thought I did. Good. All right, we're going to be pushing up and arching the back. There. Good. Okay, and then coming up, obviously protecting that knee as you do. And then stretch one heel back, stretching the heel down to the floor, stretching that calf, really important with knee recovery. So I do have some knee exercises, quite a generic knee recovery session, physiotherapy, rehab session on the channel, so have a look for that. I've got number 1 and 2 of those, so progressions, swap sides. Good. And I'll try and do a Pilates session for knee injuries as well. I'll see if I can film that. I think that would be quite interesting. A little more difficult. So stretching the heel down. On this next one, I want you to concentrate with the heel up and stretching the hip flexor a little bit more. So stretching that leg back and stretch the hip flexor. Very important to get your stretching in, and there are lots of stretching workouts on the channel as well. Whilst you're injured, great opportunity to improve your flexibility. Tucking under. Good. And then hamstrings. Stretch one heel forwards, your bottom back, and try to arch your back a little. Good. Outside. Stretching your bottom back. Good. And then just side to side. Lovely. Come all the way down if you can, stretching through the back, stretching through the backs of the legs. Head and arms heavy. Curling up. Breathing in, all the way up, down onto the heels, drop the shoulders, breathe in, lift, breathe in, drop, breathe in, stretch up, and down and round. Great. So I hope you have enjoyed that workout for knee injuries. Good luck with the recovery of your knee injury, of course. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you do lots of the other workouts while you're recovering from this, and good luck with everything. Take care. Bye.